Am I live? Sounds like I'm live. Okay. We're gonna go and we're gonna see probably the best run today, but that's how it goes. First run's always the best, and then it's just downhill from there. What are you gonna do? Just keep trying, I guess. I don't know. Like just for this first run of the day business, um, I'm really tempted to just do one run a day, but I know that's not gonna get me anywhere. I'm gonna be doing this till the end of time if I do that. I gotta, get the practice in. Otherwise, I'll never get there. But that would be interesting actually, doing one run a day and then seeing how many days it takes to get there. It's an interesting thought. I wouldn't do that here, but I mean, it could be a good way to return to it at some point. But I don't know if I still don't know if I'd want to. It seems short enough a game I could do it. Right? I think it's like what, probably an hour long. Right? Like how far have we actually? Yeah, we've got like 2/3 through the game. Right? And it's about half an hour-ish, a little longer, a little over half an hour to get there. Oh, yeah, update. I did go in and change the splits. I just kind of rounded them up a little bit, just gave 10 seconds to pretty much everything except for water tricks. No, mole power. Mole power, I added an extra 10 seconds. All right, I gotta pull this. And that's just so that again, I'm not feeling so rushed trying to get through everything. I can kind of relax a bit and not think, oh boy, I have to sprint, sprint, sprint. Right, and that's usually what's causing most of my deaths. Is me just kind of like, especially those like second and third and fourth and so on runs. I'm sprinting to try and get to where I was. I'm sprinting because I'm seeing the timer, which was not a good idea, but I don't have much in the way else of like hey, this is how I'm going to keep track of what I need to do next. At least at least in a way that, makes it look good, you know? Wow. I added 10 seconds and it's still, oh, it's okay. It's okay. We'll make up that time easy enough. I'm not worried. Mostly because I don't need to. In other news, I've been slowly working on the Only Deaths compilation of all of this. Hey, Smooshy Brad. Yeah, we're back to Shadow Adventures. I'm gonna keep going with this. You're gonna watch this first run being the best of the night, but it's okay. As long as we can get to seeing something new every day. We didn't get there yesterday, but we're gonna try and get there today with seeing something new. Then, eventually we'll get there. That's all we need. It's just a little better every day. How you doing? What's new with you? Went to I took the little creature out to a field trip. They went to this water park. That I had a bit of a history with. We lost keys to the motorcycle at some point, uh, going to or from there, from one of the previous drives. Yeah, the little creature. You like that? Um, and we lost the keys to the bike, and it was just like, now it's something that we're just neurotic about pretty much. But we took her to this water park, had a bunch of fun. It's got like a field in the back and stuff and all kinds of things to do. I didn't bother going in. I don't want to, honestly, I just don't want to, right? It was kind of a cold day too, right? It was a little chilly and rain. Not the best day for a water park, but I had fun, played a bunch, ate a bit, right? That being said, I went to a restaurant near a waterfall, and they keep doing this every time I every time I go to one of these waterfall restaurants. It's like it's just close enough you can hear the waterfall, but you can't see it, right? And like you have to pay to get into them. Not much. It's usually only like $2 or something, right? It's not bad, but it's like you're paying for the waterfall to see the waterfall. You're paying for the food. Oh, he's gonna stab at me. It was It wasn't bad, but I had a cappuccino there, and it just like I don't know. It tasted watery. It tasted like they used half milk, half water in it. Wasn't that great. Wasn't too happy with it. The food wasn't bad, but they overboiled the pork. Like they boiled the pork like crazy. It was tough. It's tough, tough, tough. But all in all, it's not bad, right? It was a fun little drive out, fun little drive back. I went with like we drove up the whole family. The creature went into the water park. Uh, the missus and I, my partner, went to the restaurant, had our stuff, came back. There's this trail out back that I think you would have liked. Just like steep steps. It's paved, but it's like it's still a little bit of a trek. Not a long one by any means, but it's a little bit of a trek just into the woods. I will say though, on the drive up and back, we drove past one of those places that you sent me pictures of with all the spiders, and we just could not stop thinking of you. So yeah, that's how I spent my day more or less. Between that, we rewatched Encanto today. I say we, it was more like the creature put on some headphones, watched the first half of it while I was busy doing stuff, editing and other things. So we watched the second half of Encanto, and we were talking about it afterwards, as we normally do when we watch movies. The whole thing is, like, don't hold on too tight. You got to learn to let go, and if you're lucky, it'll come back to you and all that, right? Yeah. It made me think, wow, this is literally the Pina Colada song, right? Literally, they like just kind of lose touch with each other, so they let each other go. They're like, I'm done with this, and they leave. And then look at that, and they find out, oh yeah, we are meant for each other. We do need to come back. Nice little abbreviation, but I love the thought of it. It's Pina Colada, but with family. I'm gonna start posting my coin pictures. Been doing a lot of taking pictures of it with drinks again. I gotta post those at some point. I think it'd just be fun. Nice little added of what's going on with me on a day-to-day basis. I don't do it every day, but it would be nice, I think. So aside from that, I've been reading this book that got recommended to me. Therest, the Rest. It's one word, Therest. Um, it's not very long. I'm only like, I don't know. I'm in the middle of chapter 3, right? And it's not terrible, right? I mean, it's readable for sure. It's a little bit sci-fi. I feel like it needs more description though. Like it kind of just throws a bunch of stuff in front of you without explaining a lot of it. Like they try and explain a bit, but it's in like a very um this is my first book kind of a way, right? Because I mean the author of it, like this is their first book, right? It got recommended to me through this other community that I participate in, this the Regulation Channel podcast and all that. The author of this book is in there, and he's been putting it out. He has a link somewhere that you can just download the ebook for free. It's very sci-fi, but which I'm not a sci-fi guy too much. Like I'll play the hell out of sci-fi video games, but Star Wars, right? Stuff like that never really drew me in, right? Um, ooh, almost died to that. So, I mean, already I'm having a hard time getting into it just because it's not my normal genre. But for the fact that it doesn't wait around and try and flood you with too much information, I do think helps. At least for me, it helps in terms of like I'm not now trying to sift through pages of explanatory sides that like that doesn't make sense to me to begin with, right? This is my biggest fear with trying to read the Asimov books. Um, the partner is reading them; they love it, but I just I don't know. I don't know. I know I'm dumb, so I don't want to go and read this book and then find out just how dumb I really am. Oh, I forgot to split Death of a Spider. What was this? Are we getting to the in and out tricks? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So in and then out. Oh yeah. So I'm editing a compilation of all of the deaths that I've had so far in this, and a lot of the times it's actually just so funny. I have to stop and I have to laugh at how mad I get with myself. Like, it doesn't show on camera just how mad I get because I'm not like screaming or yelling or nothing. But like I can see it and I remember just how mad I was. And it's so just I can't stop. It's so funny. Right? Especially because I'll just be rambling on and the best ones really are I'm like, oh, there's no way. Like, I'm gonna get shocked by that. There's no way that's gonna happen, right? And then I go and I get shocked by that, right? Like, it's literally I'm like, oh wow, I'm literally calling my death, and it's just God, it's the cinema I want to watch. It's so funny. That being said, though, I will be happy when this is done and I can move on from it. I'm already getting worn out, but I've already accepted the challenge and I will see it through. Right? Especially because what I have planned next is like it's very along the same lines, right? Like, deathless, don't just don't die, basically running through the same stuff again and again and again and again. So I might as well just build up the stamina for it now, right? I don't know why I thought I could press turn around there. Okay. Oh, that's headworm training. That's more power. I almost don't want to say it, but I do really want to just say we're doing good. We're getting there. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to jinx it, but I'm going to risk it. We're getting there. We're going to see something new. We're lined up to see something new, right? The thing is, I haven't had a lot of practice with the box stuff coming up. And that's what's going to get me. I know that's what's going to get me, but I gotta try, right? No matter what. So that's the beginning of water tricks. We're not there yet, though. This is stage 2 of the water tricks out of 4. I remember it's not 3 stages, it's 4. This is number 2, but ooh, that's going to be just a touch too much. Can you grab that, please? Come on, come on, just keep going up. Almost there. And I can probably stop this thing right here and be good with that. Just gonna go center though. Really get that as much as I can, kinda. I almost forgot to jump. I saw the box start to sink. I'm like, that's a problem. No, up. Just a little more. There we go. Okay, come on. No, up. Thank you. So I want to be on this side, as far as I can tell, so that side's going to be more up. And then I can grab this just a little faster. I could probably be fast enough, but I don't think it's the end of the world. And we got this. There we go. Alright, don't rush this, because you've died to this box before. I'll say this. It's nice having gone back and looked at all my deaths. It reminds me of all the things that I need to be wary of. Let it come to the top. Settle, and then... What? He like jumped to it, and then he just like gave up halfway through. What was that? What was that? It's so lame. No, you need to stop. How do I stop you? Okay. And then I walk right in. Okay, I'm trying to just practice this. That's all I'm trying to do. That's all I'm trying to do. Just to get the death in there. Oh, I gotta pull that up. I'm falling apart. Close that off, and then I go up. Pull this. I don't know why I tried to jump that early. I really shouldn't. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. Okay. I'll start from the beginning again. See, now that's the problem, is I'm going to start dying to those stupid things. Right, I'm going to come back, right, because I'm not streaming when on weekends, right? I'm just not doing that no more. Give me a chance to catch up on other things. But that's what's going to happen. I'm going to come back on Monday, and I'm just going to be dying to the stupid things, right? And that's going to be the problem, as always. Just, as always. Pull this up. Right? Like, I feel like I've been past Headworms 3 once, like, properly once. I've practiced it a couple of times. Um, but truly only once have I gotten there deathless. Oh my goodness, I was not paying attention. Almost ran right into those bear traps. See, this is what I'm saying, right? The first one is the best, and I'm going to be honest, if that was the best one for today, I do not have high hopes. Doesn't help that I'm tired, but I'm not going to get into that, right? I shouldn't be. That's not how I want to be talking the whole time, right? Because that's going to distract me in and of itself. So, it's just not good. Oh, I realized I didn't really give a lot about that book that I was just talking about, Therist. Um, so far as I've seen, it's or read, it's something to do about like the last remnants of humanity. It's kind of stuck on an island that has this protective barrier because it was experimental technology when they were invaded by some kind of a creature that they haven't gone in depth about yet. I think they're about to, but that's really all we know. And the main character is in what is in essence flight school for the military. Um, he's not a well-off person by any means, but he's well enough off that he doesn't worry too much, right? And something about these creatures being able to take in beings around them and then morph themselves uh, to be more like to essentially take parts of what they absorbed and kind of use it, I guess. Not certain, but that's what it seems like. Don't stab at me. You're gonna stab at me. You missed. It's okay. Alright, come on. You can get out of there. I believe in you. Jump. Okay. I want to try and do a baby jump, but I felt like I was going to fall down if I did. Thought you were going to go over. I'm going to be careful about, like, being too far on this ball. I know I'll fall. I've seen it happen. All right, come on, get back up. I believe in you. I wonder if there is a Limbo speedrun record. Again, I'm not interested in beating that, but that'd be kind of cool to know, right? Like what that time is and like how many hours off I am. Right? Tens of minutes easily. It's probably some stupid like 5 minutes where they just glitched and fell and then hey look, we're at the end of the game. I will say, seeing all those greens on the board, I do not feel so rushed. I feel like I've got time. It was the right move. It was definitely the right move. It's a lie, but I feel better about myself for certain. I probably could have done 5 seconds though instead of 10. But again, it's not like the time matters. Oh, oh, I forgot. I lost the plot there for a second, but it's okay. I saved it. We're still good. Alright, I gotta be careful because he's gonna stab me again if I'm not careful. There we go. Just come off. Like, I just don't have where I can stand down, really. So it's still kind of... I'm running too close or too far. Not like it's the end of the world, but it's something that I should learn, I feel. Okay, come on over here, buddy. I just want to use your body. I just want you for your body. Like, what I think kills me most on this is just the stupid deaths where, like, I go back to the beginning and I feel like I haven't made progress. Oh wow, that's a whole, like, proper 30 seconds. Oh, I gotta pull this out first, don't I? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to say. So that trail that's out behind the water park that we went on, we're just walking down it, and we hear this great clatter. Look around and we see um, like a jackfruit or durian or something fall from a tree. And I didn't see them, but my partner says that they saw monkeys jump swinging through the trees, and that's why the whatever fell from the tree. It's kind of cool. I never saw them though, so I can't confirm. For all I know, it was some dude in a monkey suit. It'd be a funny prank to pull on someone. I mean, it kind of amounts to nothing, but most pranks do, right? So I am losing the plot here. I'm kind of just running off muscle memory at this point. Oh, that's headworm training. I feel like I should have had a coffee when I got back here. It's like 4 in the afternoon, though. I usually try and have it at least 3. Like 3:30 maybe at the latest, you know? Doesn't help last night. I woke up like 2 or 3 times just trying to avoid going to the bathroom. Gave up at like 5 in the morning, just got up and went to the head. Oh, just couldn't get back to sleep after that. Oh, I'm just running on fumes. I know I said I wouldn't talk about being tired, but it is hard to keep my eyes open right now. All right, that's the proper beginning of water tricks. Well, Lecon 56, if you ever want to play together at some point, I have the idea of doing community streams, right? Open server kind of games. Probably going to be Valheim or Enshrouded. I'm not sure which I'll start with, but probably Shrouded, depending on if I do this run, finish off this run quick. But seeing as how you say you love the stream and this is your first time chatting, I rarely see anybody on these things. Any viewers on this? Somehow I feel like you're a bot. But that's okay. If you're not, I'm not gonna judge you. I'm just, you know, stick around. Come back sometime. Say potato. You're not saying potato. A little more, a little more. There we go. He in fact did not say potato. So confirmed bot. Oof. All right, was that round 2 or round 3? This is round 3. No, this is going to be the end of water tricks. This is where we were at earlier. And just take it a little slower. I don't need to be rushing. I don't need to be overthinking it. Again, this is not about being fast. This is about getting there. Getting to the new. That's all we're after. Right? I mean, I say I can take it slow, but I really can't hear. Motor's coming, and I am in no position to the thing. Be slow. But I don't think I've died here yet, so should be in the clear. I guess I lied, and I guess that first run of the day streak is done. This is a better streak. This is going to come down to, I mean, this upcoming part, right? I spent no. I jumped too early. I got impatient. I threw. Really, I threw. Okay, well, that's disheartening. What is going on? What? You have no idea what I did there. Okay. Well, we're gonna put in another run. We're gonna put in another run, and maybe I'll play some baby games afterwards. Play something small and stupid. I don't know what yet, but I'll figure that out. At some point earlier, I was playing that for the Schmutz and About segment. I was playing that that one coin game, What the Flip. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. It's just like whenever I'm editing the uh, this is what I've been playing in the background while I wait for stuff to load or whatever. So we just throw up and do. Oh man, that was such a stupid death too. Just again, I just lost the plot. Bear traps. Can you learn to climb? One of these days, just figure it out, man. I'm getting too quiet. Like I'm locking in, but I'm not. I'm really not even locking in. I'm getting like I'm just again. I'm just phasing out. I'm not even paying attention to nothing. Right? It's mostly just my fingers doing stuff, and I'm getting lucky, I guess. And that's not how you should be playing these games. I mean, that's not really how you should be playing any games, right? If you're getting like that, you need to just stop because at that point, you're not playing the game. You're just going through the motions. That's not good. That's definitely a sign. I need to play something else tonight. I'm gonna finish this run. I'm not gonna throw it, but I definitely need to finish this run. I definitely need to just see something different for even like 30 seconds. We're gonna kill these spider legs, and then I'm gonna do something and see if it helps me. It probably won't, but we're gonna try anyways. Back away, start going in, and pop. All right. Sunglasses are in. That is so rough to look at. I don't think this is helping, but I'm gonna stick it out. Like, right, you'd think it'd be like everything looks cooler, but right now it's just like everything looks gray. And I'm not talking about the game. The game's always looked gray. The game looks more like brown right now than anything else. I'm talking about like everything else. My computer, my little lights on my keyboard. Everything's just kind of like this weird shade of gray. So if I do like the one eye at a time trick, it looks pretty cool, right? But what's gonna suck is if I get a PB wearing these glasses, it God, it just kind of means I have to start wearing them streaming now. It's gonna suck, but it'll be worth it. As it'll mean I'm doing good. Like, who sets up these boulders? Like, who puts them in place? Because you know it's not the spider, right? And like you got the villagers, right? In either argument of, oh, they use the boulder to get across. It's like, okay, but they don't need to. Can you jump and not? That's rough. That's rough. Okay, well, that's damn it. That's not even a good run. That's like the third thing, and I'm gonna do one more. I don't feel good about that being the last run of today. The last run of the week. Hell no. Hell no. We're getting further. We're getting in. We're getting proper run in today. We're gonna get to the headworms 3 at least one more time. I don't even remember what. Oh, that's the one with all the platforms and the seesaw thing. I gotta jump the saw. Yeah, we're gonna get to there. We're gonna get to there today. At least once again. I don't want to go off without having seen that. We're keeping the sunglasses on though. They were bad luck, but we're gonna turn them into good luck. I'm just gonna believe. I kind of feel like they need a bit of a wipe though. Oh god, that messes your eyes up. Everything's like the opposite, right? Because like they, your eyes try and adjust, but God, that is. Yeah. I have built, I have dug this hole, and I will live in it. Or some. I honestly thought I was going to die there. You know what though? I bet you if I got a red split, I wouldn't even notice. That might be the thing to do. And I don't feel bad about myself. I do feel like I'm going to give myself a headache just doing this though, but we're going to keep going. Okay, so if I close my right eye, the red is even more red. It's like almost like vibrant orange. But if I close my left eye, the split disappears. So with it being on my right side, I see it with my right eye, and it's pretty great. I got such a great split I can't even see it. It's so worth it. It's so worth it. Messing my eyes up for life just for the pun, just for a bit. Where was it that we died on the last one? I don't even remember anymore. I think it was here, wasn't it? Yeah. No, it was on the it was on the rock. That was it. That green is even more green. That's awesome. Right? It just like it disappears all my bad and makes my good just it's right there up front. Oh, big yawn. I'm gonna just jump it. I was really debating on doing a baby jump there just to get a little closer. There we go. I don't know why I bothered jumping forward. It's like I just play it safe, man. Okay, so again, we're just gonna play it safe. We have all the time in the world as long as I don't dilly dally. See? You just need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in the heart of the cards, and that'll get you through. And then you will have the best deck of your loving family. I don't know. I've got nothing. I got nothing, and it shows. And this coming down, and then I jump, and then I go over. There we go. That comes down. I just wait, and they go now. See? Like I said, I go. Oh, I did not turn around to go back. okay. We still got time. We're still doing good. Hopefully this ball shows up. Yeah, even though I have the sunglasses on. I mean, everything's pretty well silhouetted, right? So I don't think I'm gonna have too much of an issue when it comes to seeing things. It's more of just, again, I'm the problem. I suck. But practice makes progress, and one of these days I will suck less, and that less will be just enough for me to beat this challenge. And I will get that last card, and the heart of the cards will be able to be eaten alive and sacrificed to Kalima. I was actually thinking about Kwan recently. It's nice to see him in things again, right? He had like a 2 decade long hiatus from acting. I looked into it, it was just like he just didn't see any roles that he thought were worthwhile, and um, I mean, I can't say I blame him, right? Like he's a pretty phenomenal actor. He does every role I've seen him in, I've loved. So I just like there's moments where you look at an actor, you look at the role an actor's in, and you're like, you can tell this guy's there just for the paycheck, and it's. I mean, usually it's watchable, usually, but like I'm not there to watch something that's watchable. You know, trying to watch something I enjoy. You know, no, that's my hot take for today. I don't think it's that hot. It's pretty. I feel like it's very lukewarm. I'm gonna go to here and then I'm gonna run away and then I'm gonna go back and grab. And that works. That works. But yeah, as like pre hiatus, I don't think the only things I've ever seen him in are Temple of Doom, which I didn't even see until I was an adult, like fairly recently. And I watched The Goonies when I was a kid, so and yeah, that's pretty much it, right? And then obviously he has his post hiatus stuff, which is pretty damn amazing. And Zootopia 2 and Everything Everywhere. Um, he was in the Loki TV show. That was pretty cool. I liked him a lot. I mean, again, he plays a very like specific kind of role, and he does it very well. Um, I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy it to the point of like it very much so is almost like an authentic kind of energy that he. I don't know if it's like that's just him or if that's just something that he portrays, but I like it. I like it a lot. It's definitely not an item that I would want to see everywhere, but where I see it, I think is a very good spot. Oh, I forgot to hit that split. Him and who's the other one in Everything Everywhere? That's Michelle Yeoh. I think it's Michelle Yeoh. Pretty sure it's her. She's been in some really good stuff, but I remember in an interview she talked about how uh, she kept getting like typecasted as like it's like the Asian. kung fu, or as she's getting older, it's like the old Asian lady, and like that's kind of what everyone has been seeing her as for roles for a while. And I mean, yeah, like it's an unfortunate thing in acting where you can very quickly get typecasted, and especially if it's like something you've been doing for a while and you're good at it, it's like, okay, well, now you're the go-to person for whatever that role is, and it's hard to get out of. um I think a good example of that is I'm blanking on his name now. He was in True Detective. He was always in like love movies, like romance movies and stuff, rom coms and whatnot. And then he did True Detective, and that kind of pushed him up on the whole. Wasn't Kevin Costner, but is like this guy that goes all right, all right, all right. I don't remember. It's that guy, right? Um, Now, I haven't seen True Detective. I've heard really good things about it. I know I've seen him in something else, but I cannot name what it is off the top of my head. Um, but I do remember him in Failure to Launch. Pretty sure he was in Failure to Launch, and I thought he was pretty good in that. So, but again, though, that was the kind of role he was trying to get away from. So there is something to be said though about typecasting, and it can be a good thing at times. You know, you get like, hey, that's your role, and it's like, well, I mean, you do it good, and that's all you do, and you're a one-trick pony, and you still get the roles, you still get to act, you still get paid, and you're entertaining to watch, right? I cannot honestly say that I've seen Sylvester Stallone or The Rock in roles that are anything other than really what they are, the big macho guy that just fights and dodges bullets, right? I don't think that there's anything necessarily wrong with that. Just like, if you're okay with that, then you have to accept and you have to dive into it, right? You can't complain about it. But if it's not something you want, right, like Michelle Yeoh or anyone else, it's like, okay, well, then you have to start pushing for those other. I missed it. You have to start pushing for those other roles, right? You can't just sit back and complain. Um, not that I'm saying that Michelle Yeoh was complaining or anything. Just that, like, if you want change, you have to push for it. Right. That's really all I'm trying to say, I guess. That whole Gandhi thing, be the change and all that, just said more dumb like. Now that being said, back to Ke Huy Quan, I will say I was rather upset not seeing him in the fifth Indiana Jones movie. Was it the Dial of Destiny? They brought back so many other characters that's in the series, and then he's just not in it. Apparently, he wanted to be in it too, but they just didn't bring him back, I guess. I don't know why. Right? Like, again, it's like, I understand that his character in Temple of Doom could be seen as rather controversial, but that doesn't mean that's the character that needed to be that like that's who the character would have stayed being when they grew up, you know. So I think that they definitely flubbed not having him in that. Like it was definitely something that they should have done. Oh well, can't change the past. And to be honest, I don't know if I want to see another Indiana Jones movie coming out. I liked where they left it off. I wasn't a big fan of the Crystal Skull, but because of what it set up, I guess, um, did make Dial of Destiny a lot better than it could have been otherwise. You know what? Just since we're on movies, I know that recently the Christopher Nolan's Odyssey is in theaters recently, and I don't like. I haven't seen it. I kind of want to, but I've been hearing a lot of like. I mean, I've been hearing a lot of both sides of it. Apparently, it's really good, and the acting's phenomenal, and all this and all that. Um, but I've also been hearing a lot of bad about like. I mean, most of it's the whole controversial like, oh, they got they have like ethnic people like non-ethnically Greek people playing the what were they called? Because they weren't called Greeks, the Aegeans. And I mean, I'll be honest, as far as that goes, it's not a killer. Like it's not a game changer for me, but I do like when stuff like that lines up. It does. I personally do find that it helps to immerse me into the story when it's, I mean, realistically speaking, as accurate to the original text as can be. Um, I mean, that's not to say that uh, hiring the best person for the role is not a worthwhile endeavor. Just that personally, I feel like a balance needs to be put in there, right? The best actor for the role should, on some level, look look the part, right? And I'm not trying to talk about like skin or nothing. I'm talking mostly my mind goes towards Rings of Power, right? The Amazon series where you have the Numenorians, and this is something I think about a lot, like probably more than I should. Oh, I forgot to hit water tricks. Um, just like you have the Numenorians, this race of men that's supposed to be crazy, like advanced in technology, right? Compared to the mainland, Middle Earth. Um, and the costumes that they used for the show are just garbage. It looks terrible, right? Like the movie had a much smaller budget, and their armor looked amazing. Like the Lord of the Rings movies. Even, you know what? Even the Hobbit movies. The Hobbit movies. I actually like those. The Hobbit movies had a better budget than the Lord of the Rings. Their costumes I would probably put on par. Right? The Hobbit is not nearly as grandiose as a tale as The Lord of the Rings, but it is in that universe. So the argument could easily be made that you would see at least something similar along the lines of, okay, I gotta be careful here because this is my first time being here today. Because it's in the same universe and all that, you should see something that is similar along the lines of quality, right? But that for sure, the Numenorians, who are ascribed as being this advanced set of people, are like, they have armor that's like, just, again, it looks bad, it looks terrible, it looks cheap, right? Like, I don't understand who thought that that was a good idea, but I don't know. It's like, care for your work, right? Looking at your work and being like, yeah, that's a good job, feels like something that's alien in a lot of different works today. We'll say though, and this came up to me, I am excited for the Spider-Man movie coming up. I've been a little bit, I feel like most people are like me when I say this, in that they feel a little bit worn down and kind of just I don't know, gray towards the MCU, right? It's just there's a lot of just not great shows in there. I couldn't even, I'll be honest, I couldn't even finish Daredevil. I just didn't think it was good. But that being said, I'm excited for Doomsday, but I would hope that's actually obvious. But the Spider-Man movie, which at this point is coming out in a couple of weeks, I think it is. Pretty excited. And I haven't even seen really anything on it. So, see how that goes, I guess. Oh man, all that talking's gotten us to Headworms 3, right where I said I wanted to get to. You know what? I'm not happy, but I'm happy. Right? It feels like we've at least gotten to somewhere that we need to practice. Doing good though. Doing good. We can do this. We just got to remember that seesaw jump is a pain, and that saw jump is something to be wary of. So, and jump, jump, just sprint ahead and jump. Okay, and then I think I want to go like this, where I simmer down. Oh, this is going to be close. He pushed it. He pushed it. He pushed the box. All right, let's practice that. We're going to practice that a little bit. Oofus. I am way too early on this. I'm going to get crushed by the box. Can I get crushed by the box? Yeah, I can. Well, now we know that. Alright, let's go. Bump it up. And then we want to slow down for the button. Just be nice and slow. And then, yeah, okay, so at least we know what to do. I think I'm gonna kill myself. Or I guess I can't. Yeah. I want to practice it one more time. One more time. I want to get it right. But I think that's what we're going to call it. Unfortunately, not seeing anything new. Bit of a shorter stream. I might do. What's the time? Yeah, I think we could do. Just a little schmutzing about game. Yeah, so 100%. Okay, now let's just let that kill me, and then we are, however, going to count those deaths.